Today I have 2007 Tundra, which is the second generation Tundra. This will be applied to mostly, I would say, all the 5.7 liter, which is all the way from '07 to 221 or 220, all the 5.7. Okay, now it's got a all kind of light right now, but I'm going to scan to see what kind of code it will come with. P2440 with the secondary air injection system switch valve stuck bank 1. Okay, so Toyota using this on the first generation, also in the second generation. I don't know why in the past they don't use it, but this been in a problem when you have the car is like running over 150 plus thousand miles. It had to be around like 150,000 miles to have this problem, but mostly they don't really have this problem until late mileage. Everything will be under here. I hate big car because you have to climb on top. Pop this out. Dirty. Extra plus for dirty car. Air injection is right down below down there. So what you have to do is take all of this out to get into that piece right there. I'm going to disconnect this side. Take out this sensor here out too. Okay. Put everything up here so it will be not missing. Take this intake manifold out. This is number 12. To the back, I had to do manually because kind of stuck. Can't use impact no more. Let's connect this line right here. And this is air line. Okay. Okay, just leave it like that. Far in the back here. Okay, camera can't see it, but you should know. On the far end this side. Okay, let's see if we can lift this just like that. Okay, that's holes right here, but I'm going to disconnect only the body throttle, because I don't like water is leaking everywhere. So I'm going to take out the body throttle and leave that hose inside. Okay, see that? Much easier this way. And I'm going to clean the body throttle too because it's so dirty. Now if you're going forward, this line hose right here, this is injection and ignition coil harness. The back here has screw down here that you need to take it out to be able to lift the intake manifold, okay? Because this is bolt like this one down there, okay? Can't use my camera to show it, but you can feel it by hand. As soon as you remove that, and you can just lift the intake manifold out easily, okay? Very simple on this one. If you compare this Tundra to the first generation Tundra, okay, the first generation Tundra is a lot more difficult than this one right here, because this one is you don't have to remove any of the injector plug or any of those stuff. So for this to study, which is located like this under the car, now you have 2 bolts on this side and then another 2 on this side. You have to take all of this out, and then 3 on the top, okay, plus that one's a 4. So you have to take all of this out before you pull this up. Now you may not be able to see from my camera, but it's on this side and on this side, okay? So what you have to do, take out all of this first. It's a plastic, so be careful. They break easily. Okay, I'm going to unplug from here and leave it like that. I'm going to detach this right here. Little man is hard. Then push. Same thing this side. This sensor out. I may just replace the sensor, not the whole unit. See it? Okay. Same thing. So dirty inside here. What you have to do, now you have some room, but we'll see. Okay, for the reason this got so rusted, that's why it's stuck. So that's why I can't breathe it. It's so tight that you can't really take that out. I have another way for you to take this out, is losing this side because you have room. Okay, losing this bolt right here, and you will come along the car to the passenger side wheel. You can take the tire out if you wanted to, and you see that there's 2 bolts right there which is holding the pipe. Okay, see that? Holding the pipe right there. Take that out and you should be able to pull the housings out from right there. And I'm going to take this wheel so I can go in there easier. If you don't have to, you can use a long extension to do it, okay? But for me, just take the wheels off, easier for me. So the most difficult part is the top part. As soon as you take the top ones out, you just use the long extension to go through here. Kind of rust, so be careful. Okay, then I got that. So I'm going to do the top right here. Okay. Okay. Now, as soon as I break loose, I can use impact. Okay, just push forward. Okay, now I can grab from the top now. So you can do, just take the sensor out and leave this part in there. But for your warranty purposes, if you disassemble the assembly, they will void your warranty. So only way to take this out clean is take this out from the passenger side and pull it out, because this side kind of, you know how solid this pipe is. So this bolt is attached to the intake manifold, you know that, and I almost stripped already, and it's not very good. Even though you can take this out, you probably can't take screw because the intake manifold is right there. So only way to take them out is that right here. So now time for me to assemble, disassemble right here. I'm going to use a little bit copper spray to spray right here, so can I like a glue into it. Okay. And I'm going to leave like that for a little bit to dry before I install that. I'm going to spray a little bit right here too, because the inside I'm not sure how it looks and I can't do it from the inside. I have to just do it right here. And just slide this back up in there. Okay. So the gasket is kind of loose, so don't lose your gasket. It's good to have two people, one on the top, one on the bottom, and try to play around to fit this thing here like that. Okay. As soon as the bottom fit, just put a nut to secure. Don't tighten it yet. So if you tighten it, you can't fit on the other end, then you have to come back to get this thing. Okay. Camera is kind of on your way, but you know what to do if you come to this point. Make sure you don't lose your gasket. You plug all the sensor. If you do all this work and you don't plug the sensor, then too bad. You have to redo it again. Okay? Make sure it's snug and tight. And this right here, you can get a new one, or you can reuse it. Still soft, so I will reusing it. Okay? And they probably don't have exactly what you're looking for too. Okay, put a zip tie right here to in case, to tight a little bit. You don't have to. For me only. What you can do, you can use a silicone to put into it, but that will be pain in the butt. If you have a problem, you can take it out. Then the silicone is stuck, you're in trouble. Okay, make sure to clean this. Before I put the gasket back in there. Okay. You don't want the air to get leaked out from here, and then another curve will pop out. As you've done the intake manifold, make sure it comes clean right here. Use a cart cleaner. You don't have to make it real shiny, but make sure there's no dust or no dirt sticking to this wall right here. Okay. On the back of the intake manifold, kind of hard to see down the back, so I'm going to put this screw in first, because if you don't see it, then it's kind of hard to put in there and kind of very tight in space. So this is the easiest way to do it. Just put this back in there. Okay, before I install my intake manifold, I'm gonna clean my cart cleaner. It's kind of dirty. Okay. Both sides. Make sure it's pop open like this, and clean all the dirty inside here out. This to cause your low RPM too, if you have this dirty. And when you have your low RPM, then you don't have efficient airflow through here, then you probably worth gas mileage also. I'm not sure, but you know, this is what I'm thinking, you know. So all of this has to be cleaned out. Make sure you check the gasket to be sitting in place before you put it in here, because if you don't, the gasket is fall out, then no good. All right. Okay, now sit in tight. So on the intake manifold, if you want to torque this, it requires 15 foot-pound or 180 inch-pound to torque this. Okay, and you can do a pattern from the middle to the outside. If you don't, make sure it's tight enough. That's good enough. Normally it don't really have a lot of issue with that. So, but if you want to get a torque right, you can do a 15 foot-pound. Okay. All right. The most difficult part is already done. At this point, just put an intake back on. That's it. And very easy to fix on this. It's not difficult at all. I encourage you to do it yourself. Something like this. If you listen to a mechanic, they will scare the hell out of you to pay a lot of money. Okay, so I would say if you're a handyman, you can do it yourself. You don't have to pay somebody to do it for you. Put the intake manifold back in there. I would say you can torque this the same as foot-pound on that intake manifold. I don't have the torque spec for that, but for a small boat like this, shouldn't go over 15 foot-pound. Okay, so that's done. Let me cover up. Shoot this tight. All right, that's it. So to cover up and then reset your code, and you should be on your way to hunting, fishing, and enjoy your day out there. All right, thank you for watching. Subscribe. Bye bye now.